can't trust these bitches. No, 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 no. I can't trust these pussy ass niggas. No, 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 no. I can't trust these bitches. No, 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 no. I can't trust these pussy ass niggas. No, 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 no. First thing first, I can't trust none of these niggas. No, act like they your partner, but they really in their feelings. Telling yes a secret, they gon' tell somebody else. About to grab that Glock 17 right off the shelf. Think I ain't a bullet. Now ain't seen bullets. Strapped up with that hoodie. Motherfucking bullet. Lying to your homie, man. I thought I was your homie. But your ass is phony. I'm cool by my lonely self. I don't need no friend. All I need is pain. All I need is grain. Sitting in the pain. Went to bed ballin' just to see the rolling dance. Rex looking like I got another pair of pants. I can't trust these bitches. No, 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 no. I can't trust these pussy ass niggas. No, 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 no. I can't trust these bitches.
It's the deal, man. PolitiKan the podcast, season 2, episode 11. What's the deal? Introduce.
Chris, back in the building again.
It's your boy Jeffy Joe. So let's get to this James Harden shit, man. This nigga MVP. Like, man, you gotta double up his MVP. This nigga stupid with that nigga step back, even though he be traveling.
So wait.
Like
He's winning MVP.
He won it. He gonna get back to back, bro. If he keep this shit up, bro.
Even if LeBron come back and take Lakers to the 4th seed or 3rd seed.
LeBron's already missing too many games, man.
But I think this is LeBron's ploy to win MVP.
He's missing too many games. You can't miss 10, 15, 20 games and try to get an MVP. That's just stupid to me. Like, you can't miss a third of a season.
But
it's an 82-game season. You can't miss damn near a third of a season and get an MVP of that same season.
15 games ain't a third, nigga. But anyway, are you the
At
MVP
82,
though?
20 games is a third, damn near.
Are you the MVP if your team went from 4 to 9 and then you bring them back from 9 to 4?
No.
When the Harden has been...
They was 11th. They were 11th. They released Melo. Fucking Chris Paul got injured again. And everything looked like it was all fucked up for him. And now Harden's fucking 12 plus games with 40 plus points each game? He just dropped 57 tonight?
Yeah.
Like, you can't tell me that what he's doing, you can't tell me that what he's doing is not, nobody is close to him in the NBA as far as the impact of his team. His team was at the bottom of the barrel. They lost Melo. Chris Paul went out, and he was stuck by himself. They're supposed to be a big three, and now it's looking like James Harden by himself. And
I believe he should get at least the MVP because he's not going to get a championship.
I don't think that what they're doing can sustain in the playoffs. They might not even be able to beat the Lakers.
Can you believe, though, that Kevin Durant, Harden, and Westbrook was all on the same team?
Yeah, man. And Serge Ibaka.
And Ibaka. Ibaka fell off a lot.
Yeah, but he's still an all-star.
He was
so y'all have 4 all-stars.
But he was type a couple years ago.
Yeah, y'all have 4 all-stars at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy, man. Like, I really thought OKC had it. When they went to the chip that year, I thought that they was going to get it together, but it just never happened. James Harden, he's MVP for sure, but is that going to get him to the championship?
Is he going to be able to score 50 and stuff against the Warriors, Lakers, and, all the other...
He's going to be able to do it, but he's not going to be able to do it in 7 games. And that's why he's not going to get no championship doing it. He can do it for 4 games out of a 7-game series.
So he can't do it.
He can't do it 6 games out of a 7-game series, which is what they're gonna require to get past the Lakers.
Yeah, because I don't think only a couple teams could go win those first 2, or however they flip flop it 1-1 or whatever. The Warriors are still that team that could do that. Most of the time, it's gonna be I win, you win. I win, you win.
Yeah.
And, so it's never going to just play in your favor where Harden can go 4 straight games in a row, 40 plus, you know. But he is balling. But
So DeMarcus Cousins, he said about to come back. You think that's gonna shake up the whole NBA?
I don't know.
I don't think that in the regular season DeMarcus Cousins is gonna have that big of an impact.
No.
But in the playoffs, for sure, especially late in the playoffs, that's where DeMarcus Cousins is gonna pay off.
Do you think AD going to the Lakers?
Round. Yeah, I believe he is.
AD or KD or...
I don't think KD was ever going to come to LA, and I said it was going to be the Clippers. I think that... But the Clippers, because it's LA, it's the LA market with the new collective bargaining agreement, they can make so much money, the endorsement money.
Yeah, it's like the New York situation.
And the Clippers owner is the richest owner in the NBA.
But don't you think though, people will forget. I don't really care. I know it's bad that he joined them and they had that good record, but if Steph, fucking Draymond and Clay was just to stay, how many championships do you think they would have really won? You know, in a 10-year span, they did it the first two. They lost, then they won one, and then KD went.
Yeah.
But if they would have stayed, they wouldn't have. I don't think they would have been as good as this, you know. So KD is an adder.
Yeah.
But don't you think if KD stays and just wins and wins and wins, that it won't matter that he did that shit and he will surpass LeBron? Like, because everybody is saying if KD leave the Warriors and go to New York and he just win somewhere else.
If LeBron would have stayed in Miami, then yes, I would agree with that. But because LeBron went back to Cleveland and won a championship against the 72-win Warriors, you can't stay there and be better than him, no matter how many championships.
But he wasn't there. KD wasn't there when LeBron beat them.
I know, but they were considered the greatest.
He went there after LeBron beat them.
But they're still 72-win team after winning this defending championship.
I understand
the defending
that.
Champs.
I understand that,
but you went to Cleveland though. Do you understand Cleveland? The market.
That's where he started.
The market, but that's what I'm saying. That's where he's from. But the market.
So if he would have started in Golden State and went to Miami and went back to, if he would have went to.
I'm not saying
OKC first.
No, OKC is what you're.
And then went to Miami and came back.
Lower tier markets again.
That's what I'm saying.
OKC is a lower tier market.
Exactly, just like Cleveland. So if he started in OKC,
so if Kevin Durant goes back to OKC,
no, I'm talking about LeBron James. If it wasn't about Cleveland at all, it's just OKC. LeBron James started at OKC, went with Wade in Miami, and came back and won a championship for OKC. Would you feel the same? No, because he's tied into Cleveland.
So the only way that I would feel like Kevin Durant would surpass him if he go back to OKC, just like LeBron went back to Cleveland and win the chips.
Why? Because you think he was.
Because if you go to New York,
he got drafted as a sign.
If you go to New York, if you go to LA, if you go to one of these other markets, you're not gonna do it by yourself. You're gonna get 2-3 niggas to join you. So then eventually, you're the first nigga there.
That's why I said, so why not just stay and just unlimitedly beat the record?
That's what I feel like he should stay in the Warriors.
And just win as many as you can.
And let the chips fall where they fall.
Exactly.
And then when your career over, then we'll talk about it.
Same with Wilt and Kareem. They got a lot of championships, and the one dude from Boston got 11.
So
But he's forgetting.
Durant is from D.C. So... It's either you go back to OKC and finish what you started, or you go to DC and you bring a championship to your hometown.
Oh, that's Westbrook. That's from LA. I thought Durant was from LA.
No, Durant is from
Westbrook,
Washington DC. So go to the Wizards and bring a championship to your hometown.
I know Michael Jordan would love that.
You know what I'm saying? Or go back to OKC and finish what you started, or stay at the Warriors and just win. And
so his best three options is go to OKC, go to Wizards, or stay and win as many as you want, to your own opinion.
Yes.
So how many you think he got to win? He got 2 or 3 right now?
If he goes to the Wizards or the Thunder and he wins 1,
he's the man. But how many he have at Golden State if he stay? How many got to win?
How many he got there? 2 now?
I think it's either 2 or 3. I think it's just 2 though.
Yeah,
Steph got 3.
Yeah, he got 2 now. Shit, LeBron got what, 3? So even if you win one more,
you tied.
You tied. Even if you win two more.
So and that's the whole
So you need like 3 more.
You know, but
if you stay in the Warriors, you're gonna need 3 more chips to be considered better than LeBron.
And I would say if you match, so your first year you went, you got 1. You know, so that one count. If you go get 2 more, you just match LeBron. You know, your other one. No, what? No. Nah, he need 2 more. He got to have 4 at OKC.
Yeah.
You got to have 1 to trump LeBron because...
No, if you tie LeBron and go back to OKC and win 1 more with OKC, then you tie LeBron with the rings, and I respect it, and I can put you in that conversation. But if you stay with the Warriors, you're going to need fucking 4 rings.
Yeah, 4 rings at the Warriors or 1 more at the Warriors and 1 somewhere else.
Exactly.
This year you gotta win it, and then next year you gotta move and go somewhere. You gotta
go somewhere and win by yourself.
Ain't his 11th or 12th year.
Yeah.
So you think in the next 4 years somewhere else he can win a chip?
Depends on where he goes.
Because LeBron will be leaving probably his second to last year.
If he goes back to OKC with Paul George and fucking
Westbrook,
I feel like I know, but I feel like if he did that, I feel like that would be his best bet because everywhere else he
not with Boston, not with.
But everywhere he's not gonna go to Boston. If anything, Kyrie or some pieces from Boston is gonna leave. They're not gonna add.
I think Kyrie will be better to come to LA and him.
So he's gonna leave and he's gonna go team up with somebody.
He got it. He need 1 person.
Yeah. So
LeBron needed 1 person. Jordan needed 1 person. You know, it's
he's gonna have
it's just when you get in the 2s and 4s. The 3s and 4s is like. Bro, you got a super team. Yeah. It's always been a Batman and Robin. You need the homie, you know. Like sometimes, you know, you need to look out. But the 3s and 4s is where it's at. Where it's like, damn, bro, like you kind of cheating. all your niggas
got 5 niggas.
Like they all 99. Well, not all of them. He 89.
You know how back in the days niggas used to update their rosters themselves when you show up to their house.
Yeah, with that memory card.
They had a bitch player hoop, and you was like, hell no, and they were 69.
Nah, this is how I knew people were sneaky because they wouldn't even have him at 99. They'll just have his awareness up and his like 3 or catching up like in Madden, you know, like he just catch the bomb or just come in and wet 12 threes to bring him back. Like, bro, who the fuck is that? Like, James Whitworth, who the fuck is that?
Like, you cheating,
nigga. That's your creative player.
Like, nigga, they take the most random nigga.
Nah, but James Harden, I can say, only thing this how you go. I know the NBA is with bullshit, and it's more pertaining to LeBron. If LeBron comes back in the next week or 2 and propels the Lakers to a number 4, number 3, if he get number 3 spot with the Lakers, he gonna win MVP. Number 4, he gonna be in the conversation.
So what about 5, 6, 7? Do you even
no? I wouldn't even. I think he should be in the conversation. If you drop nigga from 4, they was when he left, they was in 4th position. I think they like 8th or 9th right now. So if you bring him back to 4, nigga, that shows that to me. That's what the MVP is supposed to be about. It's like the most valuable player, nigga. We was weak without this nigga. We ain't seen Houston without fucking James Harden.
But even if they're...
But, you know, according to the stats, if they lose James Harden...
Okay, but 5 and 6 play each other.
Mm-hmm.
7 plays 2, 8 plays 1. Mm-hmm. So even if they get 5 or 6, you're going to end up with a Clippers, you're going to end up with a Rockets, you're going to end up with...
What is Houston right now?
I think they're the 5th.
5th seed?
Yeah. So you're gonna end up with even if
8 play 1, 7 play 2,
5 and 6 play 5 and 6 play each other. Yeah.
I thought 4 and 5 play each other.
No, I think it's 5 and
'Cause
6.
7 and 3, 6 and 4, and 5 and I don't know.
Yeah. But either way, I feel like if the Lakers get 6 through 4. That would be good to make it past the first round.
But what if they beat Houston? What if they get Houston?
If they get...
Are they
no, it's not even Houston. It's about Denver. It's about the Warriors. Those are the 2 top-tier teams in the West right now.
Yeah.
Denver and the Warriors. If they get the Warriors or Denver in the first round, the Lakers going to get a first round out. If they run into Houston, if they run into the Clippers, if they run into any of the other teams in the first round, they can get past them.
They could get past James Harden, you think?
I feel like LeBron, one-on-one, because James Harden and Chris Paul, I feel like LeBron could get that team past James Harden in the first round.
I think so too, but I do think James Harden will show, because LeBron probably wouldn't stick James as much as James would stick LeBron, you know, but James Harden will show his ass against them young niggas. Like, he gonna get on all the Kuzma, all them, like, from half-court threes. But
I feel it. So let's move on to this, let's talk about Dr. Umar, man. I'm an avid, I'm a Garveyite, and when this guy came out, I was an avid supporter, and I watched everything, supported everything he was doing, loved the whole school idea, loved everything he was preaching, but then he started fucking strippers and talking about the school was going to open 10 times and it never opened, and the money's just nowhere to be found. And we're like, well, what is this nigga doing? Like, man, like...
Well, my whole thing is, have I lost a lot of faith? Yes. You know? But, I don't know. Do I think something else is up? You know? It ain't no show of the money because he ain't showing us the money, you know? Do I think he's holding out for maybe when he gets busted, or maybe it's just another Ponzi scheme, you know? I just watched Dan Calloway, you know, and the whole Underground Railroad theory, and it's nothing about being, like, it was train tracks, you know? Like, it was Harriet Tubman, you know, like, admitted to being a train conductor for 8 years, you know, and so maybe it's something bigger with Dr. Umar. I don't know, but saying something and not doing actions and speaking it, that shit, it's real, you know, like.
As a people, you're making us look bad because you can't come out here and talk down on the white devil
100.
and then this is what you produce, because now your whole credibility is just out the window, and now the white man can be like, you see, that's why we don't fuck with niggas like that, especially the niggas that talk down.
And then I do have to debunk them a little bit, because there are white people out there that want to do good and want black people to come up and know that we're being unfair, so treated unfair, so I could see him, you know, he made this argument of, yeah, he's getting all these donations from rappers, but they don't want to come out because it will fuck up their bottom line as far as a white man, you know?
Yeah.
But I think that's total bullshit, because there's wealthy, rich white men that
We'll
like,
get to the cause.
Yeah, that
so
like black people.
So you don't think that no white people gave to your cause? I'm pretty sure some white people don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and so you denying that you can't speak on the rappers, it's like, no, bro, you lying, you know? And I think a lot of rappers would, you know? Like, who gives a fuck? Like, even if I'm Young Jeezy or trap music, whatever, you know? Like, yeah, I would give to that, because I can't rap forever, nigga, so why wouldn't I want a utopia for my black son, you know? And that was the biggest thing with me. It's not about us.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, we're not going to be affected. You know, like, we're going to be able to have some part of a change that's going to affect our kids and our kids' kids with the school. So that's the whole reason why I think I'm more mad, is because you got my kids involved, bro.
Yeah.
You got my hopes up of thinking like,
it's bigger than me.
Yeah, and that's my biggest thing. If I ever talk to him, is like, bro, like, why say a school? You know, like, why say something for my kids? You know, when remember I was trying to get a house.
Yeah.
Remember, fucking, we went to the thing and nigga sent me the shit.
Oh yeah.
He on a Christian crusade.
Yeah, and he was trying to scam you.
And the nigga said, send the money and he'll send me the keys, and we called me, remember?
Yeah. And I called you acting like I was that nigga, like, yeah, send me your bread.
Man.
People will scam you in the name of something good and honorable.
Yeah, bro. And that shit is real. So I don't put nothing past them, you know. I don't put nothing past Dr. Umar, nigga, but
I'm not calling him a scammer, but he did let us down.
Yeah, and it possibly can be a scam, because motherfuckers use God. They use in the name of Christianity, you know, like, what was the dude's name? I don't remember, but it was funny. Ricky Bobby or something.
It was some stupid shit.
It was something.
It was something so obvious.
I do remember you calling me after work that day. That shit had me hot.
Because I couldn't let you get scammed, my boy.
I know, I feel it, but just as a dude trying to change, I just had a kid, you know, I'm trying, bro. I was in that house that, man, we was struggling, nigga, you know, like, man, that shit was heartbreaking that he was scammed. I was going to send that nigga some money. And that nigga would have got me.
I know.
In the name of Christ. Like, he would have got me, bro. Like
that shit, wow.
Yeah, man. People will do anything. So I don't put nothing past it. I have dropped a lot of faith in Dr. Umar Johnson. I hope he pops up with something. Because right now, you can't even put up a post. It's not even about posts. You gotta open some doors somewhere. Like
you can't come out and come up with another explanation. We gotta see some type of
like I heard this one person say, it is two ways out. Either you gotta have a school, you gotta just show up. Look, bro, this is what it is. This is the school. Or you gotta get that money back, bro. Like that's your only two outs. You gotta give up. You can wave the white flag and say, look. These are the people, I'm giving you your money back because now people are mad. People are commenting negatively against you now, you know, talking about a scammer.
So your whole momentum.
They don't give a fuck about black power, none of that shit.
You don't have the support no more.
You a liar and cheater. Like, they don't give a fuck about you want to do better.
And it just reminds me of like Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson and all these motherfuckers that came in before. He's just a modern day fucking Al Sharpton coming in, making his money, preaching his shit, man, but never produced nothing.
With degrees.
Never produced nothing.
I think he got stripped of some of his degrees.
You remember when Jesse Jackson got caught calling Obama a nigga?
A bitch. He called him a bitch or something like that.
Oh, that bitch ass nigga or something like that. And his mic was still on?
Yeah, he thought he was going to a commercial, but you know how the commercials now just will have you playing in the first 5 seconds and caught that dumbass nigga. Like, I don't know, man. My thing is, why hate, bro? Like, especially if you fake supporting it, you might as well ride, you know? Like, when it all fall down, that's when you can come out with your book or something, you know? But, man, you can't be half in, half out, bro. If you gonna fucking be with Obama, be with Trump, you know, and that's why I'm fought the Trump supporters, bro. Like, they're doing what they supposed to do. Like,
they're supporting their president.
Till the wheels fall off, you know? Like, you know?
White people had all type of shit to say about Obama, and niggas will not hear none of it. So why are you mad at the white man? Because they won't hear none of the negative shit we got to say about that.
And it has changed. It has changed. Some people have seen like, yo, bro, this dude is just doing stupid shit. And they haven't changed their political party. Like, they're not Republicans anymore. They just disagree with Trump, you know? Like, so. But for the other 40 to 45%, you know, it's like, I don't fault you, you know? Like, if you, whatever you want to be, you know, people, do I think Trump is racist? No, I don't think Trump fucking will call you a nigger in your face or nothing like that. But is he okay with racism? Yeah, I think he does.
He will fuck with people that will be like, fuck that nigger, and that won't bother him.
Yeah.
So in a sense, he's not personally racist, but because you're okay with racism, you are racist.
Yeah, it's not that you are the problem, you're just part of the problem.
If you watch a nigga rape some bitch, you're a rapist, bro. You didn't rape the bitch, but you still a rapist in my eyes.
Yeah, you still, no, not even that. You don't even have to be, a rapist is fucked up. True that.
Yeah,
it's like,
true.
It's pedophile, rapist, and then just a sick, fucked up individual. All of those three are like the bottom, so the person that's watching the rape is like, you're really sick. Like, you're almost damn near worse than the person committing the act because you're enjoying seeing it, you know? Like,
so do you agree with Dame Dash coming out talking against R. Kelly?
I don't agree with it. No, I don't agree with it.
You think that's some bitch ass shit? You don't think that's the boss shit?
I think you should do it on your own. I think that should be something you set up on your own. Like, I don't think he should have wrote with Lifetime. I don't think he should have been part of the documentary. if you want to get your story out, by all means, every man. I don't believe in snitching on yourself or none of that shit. But you have to do it under your own shit. You can't fucking wait till you get surrounded and be like, okay, I give up now. No, bro, you need to give up when you see like, okay, I fucked up already, you know, like.
But what his explanation was that
you had the same explanation on the outside.
Everybody, his whole team was fucking with this R. Kelly and Jay-Z situation. After
but they didn't get nobody else from his team. They just got him.
Yes, but because he knew personally what happened because he was in a relationship with Aaliyah, so he got firsthand account of what was
If
done.
I was Dame Dash, this is what I would have done. I would have said, no, I can't be a part of your lifetime thing. You tell your story however you want to tell you. I don't deny anything.
Yeah, he should have been a lifetime.
And he should have watched it and did his interview.
And then did a rebuttal or add to it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He should have just did an interview of
But by going on their shit.
Yeah, you're
that's
what I'm saying. That's the same shit we talk about with Trump.
Exactly.
I'm not calling you a nigger, but I'm with the people that's with it. Like, okay, I didn't do it though.
Yeah.
But you still with him. I'm just with him.
Like that's the homie.
Like,
but
well, we're enemies then. Like that nigga doesn't like me. If that's your friend, then we cannot. We gotta get out too, bro. Like it's not like.
Yeah.
No, bro, you can't do it. I think Damon Dash is a smart entrepreneur guy. Do I think money was involved with it? Yes. Do I think hype? I think it's more of a hype thing with Damon Dash because I don't think Damon Dash is a buy-off type of nigga.
Okay, well, if you listen to his explanation, he did an interview on Nick Cannon's Cannon class.
I've seen that.
And he was talking about that it was weighing on his heart heavily, and now that it was a platform, they came to him asking these questions, he felt like he needed to get it off his chest.
Bro, we're talking about Dame Dash.
Yes.
That nigga that talks about bossing up, own your own, entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
You could have wrote a book just about it. You could have put out your own docu-series about it and
Yeah,
made all that money back.
You got Dame Dash Studios, your own platform.
You could have made that money yourself. So you telling me that's even more reason why I think you're a bitch-ass nigga? That's a bitch move, bro. You might not be a bitch-ass nigga, but that was a bitch move because you preach all of this shit. Yeah. You could have put it out on your own platform because you know the story is buzzing. It was going to come out regardless. Mm-hmm. So... You could have did your own shit. Yo, look, I told Lifetime I would support that shit, but obviously I'm in the story, so let me tell my piece, let me tell my story.
Yeah.
And ain't like that, you know? Like, he probably thinking about it now, like, I should have did it that way. Because you look weird, nigga. You cannot ride with some niggas, and I'm just not with it. I'm just not with the payoff of tearing down another black person.
Regardless of what you're going to tear them down, but don't get paid from the white man.
Yeah, bro. Like, we got to tear them down ourselves.
Like, the females, they the victims.
Yeah.
So them capitalizing off them being a victim, you can't look down on that. You can't
and they got they got
to tell their story.
I don't trip
on
them about being on their shit or getting the money. I trip on them about being parents and other shit. You know, where's your motherly protection, all that, you know? So that's a different story than Dame Dash. Dame Dash, you shouldn't have did that, bro. You should have told your story. You was with Aaliyah in the better parts when she died, you know? Like, you could have turned that whole thing into a story, in the whole book. Mm-hmm. Like,
you could have flipped that into some content for yourself, but instead you chose to be a part of the
Lifetime
shit.
The best-selling, this is the Lifetime's best-selling time ever, bro. They ain't had another series, nothing, and it was only 6 episodes. They talk about how to kill your husband and spouse every week. They don't get that much rating.
That shit crazy.
R. Kelly, man. The destruction of a black man is always entertainment.
But do you see how this Lifetime?
But I don't agree with R. Kelly.
You see how Lifetime drops this shit right when the government is shut down, so that we're not even paying attention to politics. We're so wrapped up on a black man and tearing a black man down.
Not me, because I didn't even know.
So we don't even care that the government.
First off, I didn't see the Dame Dash interview.
I didn't see none of it.
I haven't seen.
I seen Cannon's class, but I didn't see the R. Kelly's.
I seen Cannon's thing because it was just a weird thing in my timeline, but I didn't watch the Lifetime. I'm more into the war and Donald Trump and this whole shutdown than R. Kelly. I don't get into these things because most of the time I learned this from George Bush. When it's some real shit going on, it's a lot of bullshit on the media, you know. So
to distract your ass.
Exactly. So I don't even get into that anymore. But
the government's been shut down for a month, and they got you talking about R. Kelly.
100.
That's what I mean by you gotta pay attention to the guns and the motherfucking butter.
That shit real, man. That shit real.
Y'all niggas are stuck on the butter. Fucking stupid ass R. Kelly shit. Y'all don't even care about what's happening to your country. Now, steady chasing dollars, but everything that's going on has to do with the dollar bill. So everything we saying is chase these dollars, get these dollars by any means, but y'all don't even care about what's going on with the dollars.
Real shit. And what happens when you got your 30 racks now? You know, like you straight. You done got everything straight. You paid off. This is just all your money, and this shit ain't worth nothing.
Now your 30 racks is worth 50 cents a dollar.
Real shit, because Bitcoin and cyber money is worth more. Like,
because the tariffs got removed and the taxes, they had to tax you now instead of taxing the businesses.
You know, do I feel like we need a border wall? Yes. Do we need protection? Yes, I agree with it. You know, can't just have random motherfuckers coming in here tripping.
It's not about what he's doing. It's about the way he goes about it.
But the tear-offs and shit. The tear-offs.
Yeah. I agree with that.
China. It's a lot of shit that's China, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
it's not
China owns a lot of our debt, bro.
It's not about for China. It's about the American businesses in China that are exporting from China back to America. Yeah. China can do business with America just the same way. They're not getting taxed. But if you move your company over there and you importing all your shit from over there to over here to sell it, we taxing you now. We're not letting you make 1,000% profit. We taking a portion of that profit.
Well, this is what how my understanding is. So the taxes on having a building, having production, and getting it boxed up and sent out is a lot more here than it is in China.
Yeah.
So in China, you get a big tax break. So tax breaks because it's all different forms. So America now, so if you had your successful table business, you took it out there. If you want to sell out here, we're going to tax you that same money as if you were here.
No. That's like an astronomical amount. The difference between production here and China is so vast. % profit. That means
what I'm saying.
That means after you recoup expensive, you're making 1,000% profit. This is how profitable it is. So if I cut into 10% of your profit, you're going against me because you're a Democrat that's basically relying upon this profit. So you're making it look like that's a bad thing because you're making 800% profit now instead of 1,000. But you're still making 800% profit, and you don't have to tax the poor.
Real shit.
So I agree with some of the things that he's trying to do, but the way that he goes about it and the things that he say, it's complete opposite.
The tariff. I never know how to say it.
Tariff.
The taxes.
Yeah.
I agree with the taxes. I agree with that shit. You know, I agree with not letting certain jobs go away and the ones that is getting over to, like, it's cool, man. You got over, you know, and that's the thing about even hustling. Like, you got to know when your time is up. Like,
yeah, you getting it for the low, nigga, but
100.
Eventually you gonna have to pay regular price.
Real shit, you know.
And it's time to pay regular price, niggas. You can't get the deal no more. The low is over.
And that's the thing that Americans won't see. But how do you stop? It's not even that. It's all the Walmarts, it's all the Big Lots, all the John. All that's gonna go away, bro. Like, you could go to Dollar General, like, really with $30, bro, and really be good now. Like, 99-cent store was tight back in the day. It was big, but Dollar General, Family Dollar, whatever them shits is, Dollar Tree, They got real shit in there. Like, I went to my niece's birthday party, took my sister, got popcorn, soap, soda, real Clorox bleach, bro. Like, man, all that shit gonna stop. How do you stop the consumer from wanting shit?
Because we're in a capitalistic system, the businesses that are getting these tariffs, if they bring their businesses back here, they're only going to bring them back to make a bigger profit. So they're going to figure out how to make more money before they bring their business back over here. So if you're trying to force them to do that, they're still going to capitalize, regardless of the situation. So give them 2-3 years to figure this shit out, and they gonna fucking, it's not gonna matter no more.
And I think, like, that's a supplemental thing, too. Like, if you bring in those jobs back, you know, and bring in new jobs from China, you know, like, that's jobs that, you know, you could implement the immigrant program with those jobs, you know.
Exactly.
Like, and even, like, we need more jobs for the more people that we have, you know.
Exactly.
How we was talking about the border wall, you know, like, motherfucker, you got a 3-year contract, you know, like, you need to secure this part of the border wall, you know, we're gonna let your whole family come in, you're a border patrol now, you gonna show us some shit, you an informant for us, you know?
Yeah, to get your citizenship.
Yeah.
I mean, if
still
you want to be an American, you have to prove your loyalty to America.
Yeah.
You can't just let Mexican nationalists into America.
What are they? I agree
when
with
they want to.
Some program, just like you.
It's not about the cartel. It's about the cartel and the Mexican nationalists
100.
that love Mexico or Mexico to the heart, but they
100.
living in America. If you Mexico to the heart and you living in America, I don't like that. If you really came
you
over
gotta
here
be American,
and you
bro.
love America to the point where you want to be American, then you come over here and you
I'm
do what you
African
gotta
American, but I don't want to live in Africa, bro. Like, I think about it, maybe, you know, like, if I had something going on, but nah, I'm American, bro. I don't fucking be like, nah, bro, I'm American. Like, you can't do that shit. Like, you can't have, if you want to be over here, you gotta choose sides, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Lion May, all that shit, bro. Blood in, blood out, bro. Like,
For real.
you gotta choose sides. You gonna do you like the truckers? We're gonna train you.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna show you how to shoot. We're gonna show you how to read and write. And motherfucker, you gonna sign a 3-year contract.
And you fulfill your terms.
Why not?
You become a citizen.
You become a citizen.
If you don't fulfill your terms,
and you can even still work here after the 3 years. You know, like, we're gonna pay you within the 3 years. You know, you're not gonna get.
It's gonna be like a paid internship.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like a normal border patrol, but
Yeah.
your family get to come. You know, if you fuck up or they fuck up, they gone. You know, like.
But how you know motherfuckers won't come in and then 6 months later just get ghosts while they already in America?
What do you mean? We could track them now. We got a line on them.
Yeah, true.
You know, we know most of their information. When they come, you know, they lost. So we're not gonna put housing up for them, you know, but we're gonna help them, show them the low income housings and shit. You know, like, he will have a check coming in to pay for that, so you don't have to. You know, and this is the thing I got into with my brother, you know, and his dad. He was like, "Well, what are you gonna do with them? Who's gonna buy them a house?" Like, it's abandoned houses all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Mexico is worse off. You give, I swear to God, and this is not no knock to Mexicans or none of that. I love Mexicans. But you give Mexicans some of them houses in
Give the niggas Skid Row there. We fix that whole shit. If you let Mexican immigrants come in and you get
All
into
you
Skid
gotta
Row,
do
Skid
is-
Row would be the most popular shit in 5 years.
All you would
that
have to
shit
do
would be fixed.
is put on electricity for 1 month, come through and feed them once a day. Once a day, just come through with a van truck, you know, and just feed them. I guarantee they will change most of the blocks and build them bitches back. Because they got that in them already. Mm-hmm. And it's free. Yo, you fix it, this is yours. You can sign the deed. I would do that. Like, we're fulfilling this property. This nigga is working.
Mm-hmm.
And
the government already own all these properties anyway.
Yeah. This part of your contract, bro. Like, you get an abandoned house.
But why won't you do that for the bums living on Skid Row instead of immigrants that already need?
I would, but
I feel like if you're gonna come up with a program like that, you need to offer that to our bums and the people that are disenfranchised in our society.
Well, of
before
course.
we let a bunch of motherfuckers.
Of
from
course,
outside
I would try to do that. But the biggest far as the world, is immigration. It's so scary, and that's just an easy.
But that's what people are gonna look at it. Why would we give that to immigrants when we're not even taking care of the motherfuckers in America that need help?
Because so first off, this is harsh. This is gonna be fucked up, but it's real, man. It's 2019. You gotta be real. You a crackhead right now.
What you want, bro?
Like you a crackhead out here. You a bum. It's raining. I see you like, yo, bro, I'm gonna give you a job. How long it's gonna take to take that crackhead, to get him off crack, train him how to use a gun, stand up straight, be on time. The Mexican been working in fucking Mexico already.
True.
My nigga ready, bro. He hungry. He got his family at the border, my nigga. What you mean? He ready, bro.
For anything. He ready to do it.
You gonna have to get this nigga crack to fucking show up.
Yeah.
It's the process.
Or his check gonna go
Now, do I think there's some bums out there that is working at Labor Ready that don't have? I know bums that don't. First off, I was a bum, nigga. I had a job and I didn't have a house at one point. So technically, I was homeless. That's what we think bums are. Hey, but yeah, I know people that got jobs and just need to make it to the check first, and they bounce up. So I think it's homeless people out there like that.
Okay, so then if we're gonna offer it to the immigrants, we have to also offer it to the bums. So
Yeah.
the bums that want to do it.
But I think the bum process
It's gonna be different. You gotta come clean.
It's gonna be a lot strenuous because
of the drugs.
Because of the drugs, bro. Because now.
But how you know the Mexicans ain't coming over on drugs neither though? Are you training them for drugs?
Well, are they at the gate like, hey, fool? Let me in.
Yeah.
Like, nah, bro. Like, man, you're gonna know, bro. You're gonna know. Like, and you can have a little, even with a bum, like, you can really go find a bum right now and be like, hey, bro, lift this 25 pounds up 5 times. He's like, what the fuck? Go to the wall and wait for a Mexican man to come. That nigga gonna have 25 pounds of kids and shit on him. Like, he ready, bro. Yeah, he ready to work, and that's more taxes to get these bums off the street. They're gonna generate money where we can't have a center now. Mm-hmm. We can have a taxed, paid center now to get that bum straight again.
Yeah, true.
I think
it's a way to do it.
Yeah, but
just building a big ass wall and saying none of y'all niggas is coming over here.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
They could build tunnels. They could build stairs. They could build all type of shit.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up, man. This is the end of PolitiKan, the podcast.
We out, man.
Let's get to it.